Oh, hello, greetings, salutations. Welcome to another Food Friday with this guy right here. So today, what we're going to be doing is making a keto brownie cheesecake for Witti for Valentine's Day. Because I said to her, Witti, what do you want for Valentine's Day? I'm going to bake you something. And she said, that thing that you made my dad for Christmas. I want that. And I'm like, oh, okay, I can do that. That sounds fun and easy. And it was actually pretty gosh darn good, despite being, sugar free and stuff. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Fun thing though, if you want to make a version that's not keto and has all the sugar and carbs, you can do that. All you got to do is just replace the fake sugar with real sugar and replace the almond flour with real flour. So it's modular. I presume it will turn out well. I haven't actually tried it, but if you do, let me know how that turns out. Again, I kind of assume it will, because why wouldn't it? It just seems to make sense. First thing I'm gonna do is preheat the oven, 325. Get that going real quick, and I'm gonna actually arrange all the things that I can for prep for the brownie part first. Actually, I guess maybe it would be helpful to explain what the heck a brownie cheesecake is in this case. So basically all it is it's going to have a brownie base for the crust, and it's going to have cheesecake on top. Oh, and the peanut butter cups. They're going to also be keto, and they're going to be arranged on the top. Kind of like the very first thing that I ever streamed here. It's kind of like that, except not peanut butter for the filling, just normal filling. But I could make it with peanut butter. Probably, and it would almost definitely turn out the same way and good. Oh, hi, hello, Zina. Yes, cute. It's. I've basically stolen it. It's mine now. I mean, no one else seems to wear these. I'm exclusively the apron person in this house, so good enough for me. I would like some cuter ones with more geeky stuff, but that can wait for another day. I suspect, maybe, possibly, that Witti may actually design some cute ones for me in the future, if I get my way. But again, no rush. We've got like 3 to interchange throughout the different streams, so no problem there. So yeah, so first thing, we've got to make the brownie, bake that a little bit, make the filling, bake that some more. This actually has actually it's not that long of a baking time, all things considered. It helps that it only has 2 blocks of cream cheese, so that's probably why. But yeah, so we got half a cup of butter, which is here. Going to need 2 ounces of unsweetened chocolate, which I have like 1 ounce left here, so we had to buy a whole new one. Prinny, welcome to the stream. Yes, food. Good food, despite being sugarless food. No sugar, no problem, I say. Alright, so each one of these is like an ounce, and I've got like less than that here. Let me just, hold on. Well, it's gonna go into here anyway. Please, don't clip my audio. We're doing a show here, come on. How did I fold this up? Hold on, what's going on? Oh, I see. Okay, so I tucked it into its little pocket. Alright, let me just, there we go. And we got some already pre-chopped stuff here. Let me just change that. Get in the bowl. Get there. Okay, so 2 ounces? 2 ounces. So we need 56 grams of dark chocolate, which I'm positive this is not enough. So just cut you into like 4 little pieces. Oh my god. Reminds me in high school when our teacher had us make, I think, brownies or cake or something, but we had to replace the sugar with beans. What? What is this? What is this madness you speak of? Beans? How much? Are beans naturally sweet? I'm not a big bean fan, so like this is a thing that I don't really know. Someone please let me know if that's the case. Like something about I'm not a huge fan of the texture of beans, but I suppose if you were to like, manipulate them properly. Process, that's the word I was looking for. If you were to process them properly, that could maybe turn into something okay. See, sugar-free is great, but if you could figure out a delicious dairy-free cheesecake. Well, okay, so here's the thing. I have made, well, I don't know about delicious. I don't think I even had any of that one. Long ago, and by long ago I mean back in like 2017, I made a dairy-free, I think it was a vegan cheesecake too, but like it didn't even have eggs, for someone's birthday. And it looked like it turned out okay. I never got to hear how it turned out. The person that I made it for didn't actually end up getting it. It's kind of a long story. But suffice to say, it was expensive. Here's the thing. Like, I don't mind the notion of vegan desserts on principle, necessarily. Like, as one who's not a vegan, like, I'd probably always just rather make a non-vegan version. But, like, if someone wants something vegan, like, I'll do it. It's fine. It's whatever. My big problem is, like, vegan ingredients cost, like, a buttload, and I don't like it. I wish their stuff was just cheaper. So, whenever possible, I try to find cheaper solutions to vegan ingredients. But yeah, it exists. Like, I can do it. I've made eggless cheesecakes before. That's definitely a thing. If I just... Oh, so close. Hold on. If I just scrape you down there. That be enough? You enough? The shavings... Yes? No? Yes. Okay, that's good. All right, so... And we definitely have enough chocolate left to do the other things that we need to do, which... One of which I probably won't do on stream, and the other of which I might. Let's see. I also have those same bowls, but in black. Wait, which one? These ones? These ones that I think we got from Walmart? Actually pretty reliable bowls, not gonna lie. Big fan of them. I'm gonna just get all these shavings away real quick. There we go. Okay. So one of the first steps is actually to melt the butter and the chocolate together. So I'm going to chop this up just a little bit so that it melts more easily as well. You could do this in a double boiler. The actual instructions say that you can do that or the microwave. The primary instruction is microwave though, and I feel like not dirtying up pans, especially since I'm going to have to double boil something else later anyway. So I'm going to just not do that for now and double boil later and microwave this concoction for the moment. Chopping into 8 sections should be fine. There we go. Bloop. Let's see. It was an attempt to teach us how to, like, replace ingredients. Well, I mean, substitutions are great. It's definitely useful whenever you can replace something that you either don't have or don't like with something that you do have and do like. Even if it doesn't taste quite the same, if you're not going to eat it or can't make it otherwise, then I'd say it's definitely worth the exchange. Let's see. Black beans are very common in vegan dessert. Really? Interesting. See, I'm not vegan, but I'm dairy-free now. Oh. Yeah, it's freaking expensive. I do not doubt it. Though oddly enough, I think the most expensive part of the particular thing that I made at the time, let's see, I think it mostly had zucchini and there was like maple syrup in it too. The maple syrup was like, maple syrup is stupidly expensive. Not like the, pancake syrup, but like just the 100% pure things into little glass bottles. That stuff is like crazy. Not as expensive as like one vanilla bean, but still. Yeah, I swear, the next time I make pie crust, I am not going to get vanilla. I'm going to replace it with extract. I will take out as much liquid as in whatever the liquid portion of the pie crust is and replace that much with extract so that the ratios are the same and see what happens. Because I just know. No more of that. Okay, so, okay, butter, chocolate all together. We need 1 cup almond flour. I think I can put that in here because I'm pretty sure that and the cocoa powder and the salt all get mixed together. Let me scroll check that real quick. Joop, shoop, to do. Flour, cocoa powder. Yes, okay. All right, so dry my hand a little bit. Be good and smart. Here we go. Okay, so tear that. Serving size, 2 tablespoons, 14 grams. And we need how much again? Half a cup. So 2 tablespoons, so 1 tablespoon is 7 grams. So 8 times 7 is numbers, right? Hold on. 56, right? I'm 90% sure that's 56. Come on. Do the math. Thank you. Boom. Yes. Okay. 56 grams. Yes. Okay. So 56 grams. 30. 35, 39, 47, 52, 4, 5, 6. That better be 6. That's 6. Okay, there we go. And that's all we need this for. Stick it back in the fridge. Okay, and cocoa powder, 1/4 of a cup, which is 4 tablespoons, which would be 20 grams. We might have enough left in this container without me needing to open another one. Cross our fingers on that one. Yeah, dairy-free cheesecakes, man, like, I think the very first concept of that I ever saw was on one of the My Drunk Kitchens, where Hannah had a guest who was, I believe, vegan, who helped her make a fake cheesecake. And I always remember that because one of my favorite lines from the entire series comes from that, which is like, it's not real cheese, it's all a big lie. And it's all a big lie is a common meme phrase in this household. From me, at least. I don't know about other people. You're here, sorta. Well, it's better to be here, sorta, than nowhere, definitely. I say. Thank you for being here, sorta. I actually appreciate that a lot. All right, we need a pinch of salt. I'm going to pinch the salt. Pinching it. Pinch. Pinched. There we go. And the rest goes in the trash. All right. What else we need? Okay, so we're going to need the sugar. Okay, so we got, all right. Recipe calls for a total of 4 eggs. The brownie part calls for 2. We got them right here. You can just chill. Just don't go anywhere. And then the sugar is going to be creamed together with the egg. So we can measure it out into there. I was considering not using the stand mixer for this part and just using it for the cheesecake, but I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to have to stir more things if I don't have to. Thank you for that. All right, so we got wait, what? Oh, 3/4 of a cup. I was looking at something else entirely. Okay, so 3/4 of a cup of this stuff, which, actually no, because we're, again, see, one of the things too, with keto stuff, or just, sugar-free stuff in general, is whenever it calls for granulated sugar, I always try to convert that into how much it would be with confectioners, because fake sugar has this tendency to not always incorporate as well. So the smaller you can get the sugar, the less grainy the stuff ends up being towards the end. And it's not even always like 100%. So your mileage may vary. So yeah, I'm going to be converting this. So that is, hold on. 3/4 cup of swerve would be 150 grams. So we need 150 grams of this, even though 3/4 of a cup of this would be less than 150 grams. So more fake sugar. That's always a good thing, right? Get you in there. We don't have enough. I think we actually don't have enough in this particular bag, which is why we have a second one. Yeah, that's gone. All right. I think actually that's the same bag that I used during the other, this recipe when I made it back in December. See, cheesecake is the main thing I missed since giving up dairy. I don't doubt that. Cheesecake is amazing. Maybe I will try to find a really good dairy-free cheesecake recipe and make it, and who knows? Maybe it'll end up somewhere for somebody who really, really wants it. I mean, I don't know who that could be, but are we there yet? Are we there? Almost. Come on. Please don't do this to me. You're embarrassing me in front of the camera. Okay, is that enough? That's got to be enough. Yes, it is. Okay, 150. It doesn't smell like sugar. That's because it's not. See, still at work, heading home soonish. Be off and on until then. Well, you do what you got to do. I appreciate any and all input that you have until you have your undivided attention directed this way. All right. Okay, so we got the swerve. Okay, we need the vanilla. Oh, walnuts. Not walnuts. Pecans. Because walnuts, no. But pecans, yes. Grab just a little thing to hold it in for a second. Get over here. Thank you. All right. Okay, so we wanted, how much? Fourth of a cup? Fourth of a cup. Fourth of a cup is 28 grams, 1 ounce flat. I really need to like move the trash can over here. Let's see, I'm on my lunch break at work. I got like 10 more minutes till I have to go back. Well, once again, I love that you're here. It warms my heart whenever you show up. It just chuffs me right to bits, which is a good thing, as we've established before. This is a fourth of a cup? I guess. Okay, sure, why not? All right, we'll go with that. All right, so now we have everything more or less together and ready to assemble into a brownie. Scrolling. Okay, so preheated, good. Butter the inside of this pan. Yes, sir. Can do. Honestly, parchment paper would probably be just as effective, but again, last time I did it this way, so I'm going to do it this way this time too. Just kind of smear that all along the bottom. Make it nice and easy for it to not stick like a frickin' glue hardened piece of crap. Just kind of smear that along the sides a little bit too. Probably don't really need to do it that much along the sides at first because, again, we're going to be baking the brownie. So the butter on the side is going to it's going to melt a little bit. That should be fine. All right, so that looks buttered, right? Butter. Rachel Ray better watch out because Sina is putting her to shame. In what way? How am I doing that? I mean, I appreciate the compliment. I just don't see the accuracy in the statement. Of course, I also don't really watch Rachel Ray. I know of her. I saw her on a box of crackers once upon a time. I can't remember why. Probably something to do with like a recipe on the box and or advertising for her show. But okay, buttered, good. All right, shoop. Okay, so first things first. We microwave this, get it all melted and incorporated. 30 seconds at a time, and stir, repeat, etc. And then we work on the rest of it. That'll give that a little bit of time to cool so it doesn't like futz with the eggs once we put it inside. Oh, by being a badass. Oh man. See, if there's one thing that I happen to think, it's that Rachel Ray has never really struck me as badass. Like, those two concepts don't equate in my mind. Like, Rachel Ray's totally fine, I guess. But like, badass, hardcore, that sort of vernacular has never really been something I've equated her to. Whoa, that's some butter. Okay, that is definitely some butter. Let's stir this a little bit, shall we? Yeah, the butter melted way faster than the chocolate did. I'm wondering whether or not I should just stir this for a while until the chocolate melts. That might actually be a thing that could happen. So get a load of this. Get a load of this. It's like a chocolate soup with chunks of chocolate still there. I'll do this for a little while. If it doesn't look like it's going to finish melting, then I might put it back in for like another 15, 20, maybe 30 seconds. Because it's almost there. I remember there was a thing I read about tempering chocolate because, oh god, tempering chocolate, don't even get me freaking started. Actually, real quick. Shoot. Well, yeah, that's why you're better because you're the baddest and she isn't. I'm taking the compliment. Okay, here's the thing. I overthink and overanalyze things. So when I see a statement, I don't generally just take it at face value. I try to interpret, what does this mean? What does this mean on the inside? Which, I mean, I'm not saying I disagree. I just want to understand. understanding is the key to knowing things, I guess. All right, yeah, I think we're going to pop this in for another... I mean, we could do 30. It said to do it in increments of 30. Who am I to, call them wrong? Where was I? What was I saying? I was saying a thing. Crap. Oh, dang. I shouldn't have interrupted myself. Right. Okay, tempering chocolate. So, I haven't done that in the past. From watching Gourmet Makes, it seems like a thing that can be terrible and not fun and nightmarish. Okay, that's still good. Still good. Not boiling over yet. Always a good sign. 3, 2, 1, and okay. All right, that's yeah, okay. Yes, you are melted. Good job. Good job, chocolate. Good job, butter. So good. All right. Anyway, but yeah, I have read somewhere. I don't know how true this is because again, I haven't really tried it. Is that most chocolate that you buy is already tempered, like stuff you'll buy at the store. So, as long as you don't heat it above a certain point, it'll stay tempered when it re-solidifies. So if you very, very slowly melt chocolate in the microwave, and that the last bits melt during the stirring process, supposedly it will remain tempered. I don't know. I mean, maybe. It's possible. Again, I haven't tried it because I haven't had a huge need to. And that's not what we're going to be doing today with the peanut butter cups because, again, not what the instructions call for. I'll probably test it out someday. Anyway. Hold on. What is this? Since you... Oh, God. Why is it... There we go. What? Oh, that's... Okay. I'm like, am I highlighting something? No, that's just my name being tagged in the chat. Since you read chat messages, my name is Sinfinity, and I am cool and a badass. True statement. I am Sinfinity, and I endorse this comment. By that, I don't mean that you're cold, and I don't mean that your ass is literally bad. I mean, I am actually kind of cold right now. Like, I don't even notice I'm wearing this hoodie. It is a little bit cold in here. We have a cold front moving in. It's going to be snowing all weekend long. Not looking forward to it, but it is what it is. We just roll with the punches and deal with it. Mr. Overanalyze. Yep, that's me. I'm the one who analyzes the things too many times, but it's a part of my charm when you think about it. All right, so okay, we got the melty stuff. Okay, good. All right, small bowl, whisk together the flour, cocoa powder, and salt. Well, might as well whisk it a little bit. We already combined it. Ooh, you know what would be smart is if I put this through one of those sieve things so that it gets all the chunks of almond flour not chunky. Either that or I could just whisk it like longer. But who wants to do that? Apparently me. All right. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't show a nice, beautiful shot of the fully melted stuff. Ooh, so good. Chocolatey. Delicious. And then we got, it almost looks completely like cocoa powder, but it's not. It's just almonds stained with the blood of cocoa, I guess. All right. Okay, whisk together. Good. All right, in a large bowl, which is this guy, beat eggs, swerve, and vanilla until smooth. All right, how much vanilla we need again? 1/4 teaspoon. Do I have my measuring spoons out? I do not. Here they are. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon. Got that, and here are my eggs. Until smooth seems slightly vague, but I'm sure it's fine. More eggs courtesy of les chickens, who are still being behaved and not eating all of their eggs. They might have eaten one of them yesterday, either that or it just kind of broke on its own. But we're still getting production, which is a lot better than it was before. We went, like seriously, we went like months without these guys giving us anything. Gotta go back to work. Have a good stream. Well, you have a good rest of your work. I love your face. Thank you for joining us. Parting is such sweet sorrow. There we go. Teaspoon. All right. Quarter teaspoon. My memory, man. My memory. Yes. Okay. Just gonna get a little bit of that. Just a little bit. There we go. Oh, perfect. All right. So dump that there. Put that down, and then plug it in. That would be helpful, right? Oh my gosh. All right, there we go. And just kind of mix that up. Become smooth. Become smooth faster. There we go. This guy. All right, it's looking kind of smooth. Just scrape down the powdery bits on the side real fast. Shoop doop 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 doop. Get all that goodness in there. Don't want to miss a thing. Don't want to close my eyes. Don't want to fall asleep. Alright, that should probably be good. Over-mixing eggs tends to produce undesired or unexpected results. Alright. Okay, egg swerve, vanilla, smooth, boom. Beat in almond flour, then the butter chocolate mixture, then stir in the nuts. Okay, so, tap that there. Gonna turn this on to like lowish. And just kind of mix you in like so. Maybe a little bit faster than lowish. The weird thing is that like I made this 2 months ago, right? Something like that. I seriously don't remember the process at all. Like I think I was on, oh god, some of it fell out. That's so sad. Oh. It'll be fine. I was very much on autopilot that day because I had to make both this and the vegan oil-free pumpkin spice bread that I made for Witty's mom for Christmas. That's the thing. I'm bad at figuring out presents for people that I don't interact with as much as like I could. So I'm like baking. People like food. I'll just bake things for people. That's the way I show that I care. Right, mix this a little bit more. Okay, and then we pour in this junk. Shillelagh! Welcome, Shillelagh! Oh, thank you for joining the stream today. I need to stream this in, or? No, oh, well, I mean, I might as well. It's no harm in doing it that way. There we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so good. It's just so delicious. Let me scrape all this nonsense. Come on. Get in the bowl. Okay, so now it's actually kind of sort of starting to look like a brownie batter. Again, despite the lack of obvious sweeteners. Go over here, scrape you down again, as per regulations. Go like so. And like so. Okay, alright, boom. Alright, that should be good-ish, I think. Maybe. Sure, why not? Scrape as much of you off of the paddle as I can. We are going to be wiping you clean real soon. Might as well just take you off. There you go. Alright, we good? We good. Alright, you sit there while I stir in these guys. Might as well take you off the thing while I'm at it. Shoop-de-doo. Oh wait, hold on. Do we got some ASMR here? Hold on. How's that? It's a nice brownie stirring ASMR for y'all. Alright. Oh, Sinfinity's mom. Aw, hi mom. How you doing? That is a cute username, I must say. If for no other reason than my vanity says so. How are you doing? Thank you for coming. Welcome to the stream live for the first time. In case you missed it, we're making keto brownie cheesecake. And we're making it for Witti, who you know as, well, yeah. That person that I'm dating / living with. I'm still a little bit fuzzy on the whole when to use and not use actual names on this. Like, I don't super care if people call me by my real name or not, but I know that Fix, for one, is not a huge fan of that. And I think that Witti tends to kind of prefer not most of the time. Although, like, I feel like everybody slips out every now and then. But all right. You figured it out, took you a while. Well, I'm glad that the technology did not defeat you. That you thwarted the technology. It was nothing compared to you. Alright, so right now what we're doing is we're just spreading this brownie batter all along the bottom of this pan. Hopefully as evenly as we can. Then we're going to pop it in the oven for, what was it, 12, 18? Hold on. Yeah, 12 to 18 minutes. What do you know? Fancy that. And it will be slightly not 100% baked because we're going to be putting it in again with the cheesecake on top. Getting this even is not easy. Like, I feel like it's going to be higher in the center for sure, which is not necessarily what we want. Optimally, it would be like the same height all around. And actually touching all of the sides. Maybe it'll expand a little. It'll probably expand a little bit. All right, that's enough. That'll do. This will have to do. All right, so here we have oh man, batter, brownie batter. Oh, so good. So stuck so much you can turn it upside down. All right, so we're going to pop this in starting for 12 minutes. All right. Shoo-bida-ba-bow. Timer, 5, 10, 11, 12, boop. All right, so might as well put this in here, rinse that out. We're going to do a slight bit of cleanup. Some of it's necessary, other is just, preventative for me having to do more work later. So we are going to need the stand mixer for the next part. We do not want chocolate to get in that necessarily because we want two very distinct layers of chocolate and cheesecake. Oh, there's a thing. JJ all the way. Yep, cheesecake. It's real cheesecake, kind of, but it is really good. Like, I actually ended up having some when I made it last time, despite the fact it wasn't for me. Whenever I make stuff for other people as a present, I'm like, you can give me some if you want, but you are under no obligation to. But I did get to have some, and the cheesecake part was surprisingly better than I expected it to be. Like, the brownie part's not bad either, but the cheesecake, in my opinion, is the real star. I think Witti might feel the other way around. But regardless, it's all for her, and she gets to eat it. There we go. Spray that down. There we go. Looks clean enough for now. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let me wipe this down. It should be fine. Boom. It's been so long since you've made a cheesecake. About how long has it been? Has it been months? Has it been years? What's keeping you from making cheesecakes? I know for me, it was the fact that I used to only make cheesecakes for like special events and stuff. And, you know, special occasions. Birthdays, parties. And I was like, well, I'm not really going to any of those anymore because of the uncertain times. But now I have all the excuse in the world. I will probably be making cheesecakes a lot more often, which makes me happy. Of course, I'm going to be making a whole bunch of other stuff too. Like the next 3, 4, hold on, 1, 2, 3. Next 3 things at least are not going to be cheesecakes. They're going to be other stuff. Let's see, it's been so long. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Like a decade. Oh my God. That is a long time. I would encourage you to break that decade's streak of not baking and bake one. They're so fun and easy and delicious. Even like, I don't know, like a mini cheesecake. Like the ones that you put inside cupcake liners and then just make those into like little tiny individual serving cheesecakes. Those, like, yeah, even do that. Would be my recommendation. Don't need this butter anymore. Get back. This butter drawer in the fridge is not. It's a little messy. Let's say that. All right. So we got another 8-ish minutes before that comes out, and it needs to cool for how long? 15 to 20. So I feel like if I were to start making the cheesecake filling now, like it's definitely not going to take that long to do. There would probably be one way or another we're going to have to kill some time. And I'd be more than happy to kill that time faffing with y'all. Let's see, maybe I will. My friends, a couple, are coming to visit this weekend. Oh, if there is one instance in which people deserve cheesecake is when traveling and visiting. I think, oh God, I think maybe not every time, but many times that I go and visit people, dance and sing. Many times when I visit people, I say, would you like to make a cheesecake with me? And sometimes they say yes, sometimes they're like, yeah, that's fine. But I like to offer. If Squeaks/Mousetrap were here, he would confirm there has been multiple. I know I made the berry one that one time. I can't remember. I feel like I made one the second time that I came to visit, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm a dirty, filthy liar. I know that when I go home, I also attempt to, from time to time, especially if I'm coming in conjunction with a holiday. Whenever I go for Thanksgiving, I like to try to make the pumpkin one, and for Christmas, I'm pretty sure I made one this Christmas. Yes, she always says yes. Every single day. Why say no? I appreciate when I offer to make these things when people are like, I'll get the ingredients. And I'm like, that sounds even better because I'm not made of cheesecake ingredients. Yeah, if you can cheesecake, always cheesecake. Yeah, that said, the next few things are not going to be cheesecakes. If anybody watched the oh, actually, hold on 1 second. I can do this. All right, so for anybody who watched on Monday, was it Monday or was it Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. Tuesday? Tuesday. It was definitely Tuesday. Okay, so anybody who watched on Tuesday, I made a pie, right? We still have that pie, like a quarter of it. Here it is. It's still delicious, and I'm probably going to finish it off either today or tomorrow. It kind of depends whether or not Witti helps. Let's see. But you could be made of cheesecake. I couldn't. I don't think I could. She's pretty, but it's a she. The pie is officially a she. I've named her Toriel, and she is delicious. The crust is a little bit thick. I will give it that. I probably should have rolled the crust out a little thinner. That would have also allowed me to do the thing with the edges. But, I mean, I don't mind a thick crust. It's fine. It tastes fine. But yeah, so the next things we're going to make, since I made that pie, I've still got the frozen pie crust in the freezer that I made because I had the ahead of time one. So the next thing I'm going to do is the peach pie, which I think I mentioned. And that is going to be another thing for Witti, just because, I mean, who'd make all the desserts? That one's more impromptu. This one's like specifically, oh, this is for Valentine's Day. Kudos. That one's just like for the hell of it, because. And then the next thing I'm going to make, I want to make the monster cake from Breath of the Wild. The one that Binging with Babish did, because it's in the cookbook that Ginhee got me for my birthday. And I really just, I just want to have it be a thing that I have done. Because one, I think it sounds amazing. Chocolate plus, I think I'm not going to use durian. I'm going to use the mango because A, I love the flavor of mango, and B, durian smells bad, I've heard. So I don't really want to use that. And yeah, so that's it. And I will have never made this particular, like I've made chocolate cake. That part will be easy. The fillings, I don't know. I've made frosting before. Like I'm pretty sure I've made a buttercream before. So infusing that with mango shouldn't be too hard. The assembly might be a little bit, like I'm not going to be doing the ramekin version because I don't think we have ramekins and I don't want to invest in them right now. So I'm going to be just doing there's a version of the instructions that call for doing it in like a sheet and then like punching out the shapes, and that should be fine. Might actually even be easier because then I don't have to cut it in half. I just take 2 chunks and stick them together. Yeah, so that's going to be next Friday, which is 2 days before the 35th anniversary of Zelda in America or in general, one of those two. So that's exciting, and all the more reason for it to be timely. On that same day, Persona 5 Strikers comes out, which I've been super looking forward to for like a year when they first released the demo, I believe. The Japanese one that I had to make a Japanese account for on my Switch in order to play, and couldn't understand the vast majority of what was being said, but that's not the point. It was fun. Warriors games are fun. Persona's amazing. And I will start playing it, but that's not the day it comes out. I just get to play it early because I pre-ordered it digitally. The day that it does come out, though, I want to make the curry from Persona 5. So that's going to be the following Tuesday, 21st, 23rd, something like that. The 20-something. So there's not going to be cheesecake between now and then, at least. I could feasibly make another cheesecake that Friday after. I don't know. That's a little far in the future. Haven't thought that far ahead. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. It'll be delicious. It'll be fantastic. It'll be a little expensive, probably. All right, so we've got 2.5 minutes left on the clock. If I recall correctly, the last time I made this, it seemed fine baking-wise after the minimum amount of time. And I was like, this probably shouldn't be in here any longer. I'm going to take it out now. Oh, which reminds me. Just get the wire rack for it to cool on right now. So that we don't have to get it out later. All right, let me just double check here. So, yep, spread evenly. That was done. Baking, still baking. Let cool 15 to 20. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do after we take it out is reduce the temperature of the oven. This is, I'm a fan of cheesecakes that bake low and slow, even though the vast majority of recipes that I find don't have you do that. Like this one's baking at 300 degrees for about the same amount of time that like a cheesecake of double the volume would bake for. See, it probably keeps baking for a short time after bringing it out of the oven. That's also true. And again, it's going to go back in when the cheesecake's on top of it. So like the less time it's in there, probably the better. Besides, who doesn't like some underbaked gooey brownie? I mean, as a crust, it probably wouldn't be the most effective thing in the world. But again, I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. Because again, I did it the one time and it turned out fine. But yeah, so I think that's probably also a reason why this one doesn't call for a water bath, because it's like it's baking at 200 degrees, bro. It doesn't need a water bath. It's probably not going to crack. And in fact, the last one did not crack. So I'm at the point though where if cheesecake does crack, I don't super care. Like it tastes good as long as it tastes good and is not underbaked. I would prefer a cheesecake to be slightly cracked and definitely baked to a solid consistency and not like a goopy consistency inside. Like I'll eat cheesecake batter all day, but that's not the way cheesecake is supposed to be. So try to avoid that when you're making your own. It's basically all I'm saying. Okay, got 15 seconds. 15 seconds, everybody. Let me just pop on the oven light real quick so I can kind of take a gander inside. Shut up. Okay. Just Actually, maybe I'm a big fat liar. What is this supposed to look like again? Until set around edges, but still soft in the center. Let me take a look. Okay, it's actually not quite set around the edges yet. So let's, 12 to 18 was that? So it's 12, 6-minute difference. So let's do another 3 minutes. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, okay. So, hey, we get to talk some more. Isn't that exciting? So yeah, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I was completely remembering that wrong. Or the humidity is different or something. I don't know. Here's the thing about baking is that as much of a science as it is, you can't always account for all the variables. That's just life. So as much as I hate it, I still love it. And I will probably still always prefer baking to cooking because cooking just requires more intuition and a more refined palate than I personally have. So, but who knows? Maybe as the cooking happens more, I'll get better at that too? Question mark? I don't know. One of my problems with cooking is like I'm fairly simple, not as simple as Fix when it comes to cooking. But basically, there's a few things I'm like, oh, I've identified I like this, 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 and this. And this, and this, that too. And then, like, I don't really branch out a lot. So this is gonna, yet again, another reason for me to, like, have this whole channel and stream is to try out new things. Like, hey, Mom, remember... I've mentioned this several times already. It's like, remember that one time I was like, hey, you don't make pizza, you buy pizza. It's so silly of you to think that you make pizza. Pizza's one of the things I want to make sometime on this whole shebang. Don't know when yet. Haven't decided. Probably not going to be super soon. And it's probably going to be one of those things where I make the dough ahead of time because you have to like let that stuff rest for like 24 hours or something. It's stupid. So I'll probably do that, then make it on stream, put it in the fridge, and take out the 24-hour dough and make pizza. Which, I mean, I'd love to do if I can do it well because pizza's delicious. Yes, I know you've made pizza, Mom. That's not the point. The point is that once upon a time I was like, you can't make pizza. Pizza's not a thing you make. You have to buy it. Same with soap. People don't make soap. They buy soap. Yes, delicious pizza. Although, actually, so I've been watching a lot of Mythical Kitchen, right? The macaroni and cheese crust pizza that they had looked real good. And, like, seemed way easier to do than like a normal pizza crust. So I almost kind of want to do that. If not first, at least also. I also want to make that Cheeto apple pie because that looks good to me. Fix and Witti are all like, cheese on... Wait, I have questions. What's your questions? Tell me your questions. I will answer them to the best of my ability. 10 seconds. Okay. I question how set this is still, but we'll find out very soon. Okay. Are you set around the edge? It looks set in places, not so much in others. Okay, we're gonna stick it in for the max time. I lied. It's gonna be in there for 18 minutes, and that's the way it is. Okay. Mac and cheese pizza crust. You take just freaking Kraft mac and cheese. I think you added more cheese and like an egg or something, and then like you baked it for a little bit, and then you put the toppings on, and then you baked it some more, and it functioned like a pizza crust, and also had like that whole cheesy consistency inside it still, and like it seemed good. It looked good. They described it as good. They said the taste was nice. See, I have pizza dough recipe if you want it. Sure. I mean, like the book that I was planning on trying to replicate has a couple recipes in it itself, but I'm always good to see what is easiest and requires the least amount of effort and such. Yes, Sinfinity's mom has many recipes. I'll probably be making a bunch of them on the stream at one point or another. The cookie recipe was one such recipe that Well, technically not hers. I'm saying it's hers because she's the one that I got it from. Even if she got it from... Aren't all recipes from somewhere when you think about it? Like, I usually get dough for $1.50 from my local supermarket. See, and that's good. See, and that's the thing. I could definitely just buy already made... Like the pie crust. I could have just bought a Pillsbury pie crust from the store instead of making it like I did on Tuesday. I don't know, like, I want to be able to make more stuff from scratch. People who make bread fascinate me. And, like, they all make it seem like it's not a big deal at all. But somehow I'm still a little bit afraid of yeast. That needs to change real fast. Because once that changes, I can make breads. I can make pizza dough. I can make frickin' cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon rolls. Oh, I would love to make cinnamon rolls. That would be so tasty. All right, so that's probably going to be good. If it's not good after 18 minutes, I no longer care. Like, A, it probably will be. B, it'll be fine. That's the attitude we have here. It will be fine. Don't worry about it. 40 seconds to go. Boom. Yeast can be chaotic, you feel like? Yeah, I mean, see, that's the thing. It's alive, right? It eats the stuff you put into it. But I feel like if I were to, follow instructions well enough, in terms of like the temperature of the stuff that I'm adding and the amounts of stuff that I'm adding and the time that I'm waiting for it to like rise and stuff, it would probably be okay. Maybe. All right. 8 seconds remain. And then we're taking it out. 2, 1, beep. Okay. All right. It definitely looks more set around the edges now than it did before. Okay, yeah, this should be fine. This should be perfectly fine. All right, we're going to lower the temperature to 300 degrees. I'm going to move this guy. Well, I guess we'll move the baking sheet there, and we'll let this be here. Okay, so... See? Look. Ooh, it's kind of like brownie that's not completely done yet. So good and tasty. It's called Pizza Hut crust. I use my bread machine to make the dough. Okay, but if you don't have a bread machine, is it as easy to make? Because that's important to me because I don't have one. I cry, you have a bread machine. Remind me, have you had that for a while? I feel like when I was a kid, you had like... You had a bread starter and would make, I don't think it was normal bread. I think wasn't it like some sort of like, I want to say banana bread, but you don't need a starter to make banana bread, so that doesn't really make sense. Anyway, okay, so this is done. This is the brownie part is done for now. So the next, hold on. 5, 10, 15. All right, so this needs to cool for at least 15 minutes. So I set a timer. That's going to be doing that. Now we're going to make the cheesecake filling, and it'll be fun and exciting and wonderful. All right, so step number, the first, beat the cream cheese. Just beat the cream cheese until smooth. That's an interesting decision. Also, once again, I'm going to not do this in the order that it says to do it in because there's a better way to do cheesecakes. We're going to do the cream cheese, and then we're going to do the sweetener, the not sugar, then the eggs, then the rest of the stuff. And it will be fine. It will turn out just fine, I guarantee it. Then it sucks for you. Thanks, Mom. I appreciate that. Like, what do I have to, is it just like stirring? Like, what do bread makers do? Like, what function do they serve mechanically? Is it a kinetic thing, or is it like a temperature thing? Like, what are they? What is this mysterious thing? Definitely let it cool completely before the filling. Otherwise, you'll have weird texture, if I remember correctly. Is that so? Have you done this one before? Am I missing something? Did you invent this recipe without me knowing it? Now I'm the one with so many questions. All right, get in there. Mechanically, they're good at kneading like massage therapists for dough. Okay, fair enough. But what if you have like one of these things with a dough hook? Like, would that not provide the same sort of function? Because again, I haven't used this for making dough, but I've seen a number of videos on the interwebs where people do make dough and they've used that and it seems to work fine. I've seen Claire do it. I've seen Mythical Kitchen Guy do it. I feel like it would be maybe the same. And if not, there's probably some sort of additional component that you could get for the KitchenAid that would allow you to replicate what a bread machine does. Just a guess. I'm the inventor. Hear me roar. Okay, well, I will try to follow your instructions to the best of my ability, because you know what's best, Mr. Inventor, or Mrs. Inventor, or whomever inventor you may be. See, it mixes the dough and lets it rise. Oh, so it like automatically times the rising process too? That actually sounds a little convenient. Takes out an extra step. But really, Sinfinity's mom taught me, so trust them, not me. JK, I don't know Sinfinity's mom, but I trust them. Okay, well, I will trust that you trust them, and we can all trust each other. All right, so we're gonna mix this until it's like smoothish, even though it probably shouldn't take very long, because this has been sitting out to room temperature for a little bit. Actually, I should probably measure out the sugar. How much do I need? Half a cup. Half a cup is 100 grams. Yeah, it's looking pretty smooth. All right, 100 grams. This had the pecans. It is clean-ish enough. Sorry for the pressure. No need to apologize. I'm sure no one here is offended. I know, at least I, for one, am not, so take that for what you will. Come on. Come on. Oh, are we there? Please be there. Are we there? Oh, 101. That number is 1 whole gram more than we need. Unacceptable. There we go. Goodbye, gram of not sugar. Be gone with ye. I always second guess myself when I do things mentally. It's like, because I know 1 cup of sugar is 200 grams. So I know that half of that is 100. So logically speaking, that would be the right amount. One would think. All right, let's mix that not super fast to begin with. There we go. Speed it up as the powder goes away. Actually scrape down the sides a little bit because a bunch of it has risen to the sides. That's looking good. That should be fine. All right. Looks good enough in my opinion. All right, stay. Don't go anywhere. Egg next, right? Egg is always next after the sugar, right? Yeah, okay. So 2 eggs, cream. That's right, we need cream. What am I doing? Hold on. No, we'll get that after we actually do the egg part. That'll probably be better / smart. But JJ, when did you start making cheesecakes? And why? Was it for a similar reason as I, that you simply had an all-consuming love of cheesecake and wished to partake of it more frequently? Because that was my main reason. Go. Don't roll off the counter. If you roll off the counter, I'm gonna be mad. All right. Mix this until I can't see the yellows anymore. That looks about good. Scrape down the sides again. Can never be too well incorporated. Well, no, that's not true. Like, if you're making biscuits, that's supposed to be relatively lumpy, right? Says the guy who has never actually made biscuits from scratch. I think the closest things to biscuits that I made from scratch were what was it? What was it called again? Not crumpets, that's not the word. Scones! I made scones at one time. And I believe that those were not super duper 100% not lumpy as well. But it was a long time ago, so I don't exactly remember. So, condense the story. My siblings and I, younger brother and older sister, all had a cheesecake competition. Oh, wait. No, that says completion. I imagine it might mean competition. In high school, like 14 years ago, so we each made one. Wait, you haven't made biscuits from scratch? I cried. No, I have not. I have not made biscuits from scratch. I don't know, like, I love biscuits as much as the next guy, but, like, I don't know, it's another one of those things. It's like, especially now that I don't really eat breakfast. Breakfast is now a foreign concept to me. And I mostly consider biscuits a breakfast food, whether or not that's an accurate mindset to have. It's like, why would I make these? Especially when they're not super hard to get from the store. Maybe I will. Again, this show is supposed to expand culinary things. Even though I have remade a bunch of things that I'm familiar with. Actually, hey, that would be a good idea. If I make something I'm more familiar with on one of the days, and I make something more experimental that I've never tried before and have a high chance of failure on the other days that I stream. That could be fun and exciting, right? Right? Probably, yeah. Okay, so you keep staying. Cream and vanilla is next, right? 90% sure that's true? Yes, okay, so how much of that do we need? We need 1/4 cup heavy cream, 1/2 teaspoon vanilla. Okay. Heavy cream activates. It's fixed. She's whispering at me. Whoop, yep, yes, okay. There we go. Aha, alright. 1/4 of a cup. Pour you in there. Just get right in there, make you all creamy and such. Can't remember if I'm going to need this for measuring anything after the cheesecake portion is done or not. But let's rinse it out real quick just in case. I may actually need that for the chocolate sauce, but I'm not actually making the chocolate sauce today. That'll be later, because that needs to go on once the cheesecake is like cooled and done and stuff anyway. Let's see here. Feel that breakfast foods are hard unless breakfast for dinner. Yeah, which I almost never do. Plus, I also don't really dinner either. It's kind of, well, dinner's the largest meal of the day, right? So I kind of just do that around 3 o'clock. Again, one meal a day is pretty intense. Where the heck did I put the... Oh, it's right over here. Okay. 1/2 teaspoon? 1/2 teaspoon. Bam. that in, mix it up some more. Get homogeneous. Scrape down the sides a bit more. So who won the competition anyway? Like, surely there was a winner. There must have been. This looks pretty well incorporated.
Thank you so much. I love you.
Alright, so we're gonna try to get this as clean as we can. It looks pretty clean.
Coming over to bother you.
To bother me? Why? What'd I do?
Oh, I can go away again.
What's up? What's going on?
I was just investigating
Oh,
what you're doing.
yeah, this is a cheesecake filling. It's gonna go over the brownie filling, or crust rather. And
It does smell very
cheesecake.
brownie-ish.
Right? You'd never guess that there was no sugar.
I wouldn't.
No real sugar whatsoever. It's all a big lie. Alright, so check it out. So here's the filling. We're gonna pour it in, and you get to see it with your eyeballs. Your sister won? Thinks she bribed your parents with money. Okay, was it the same recipe, or were they different variations of cheesecake? Because that makes a difference too, I mean, right? If it was a matter of like who pulled off the same recipe the best, or who had and made the best recipe, those are two very different things. So, alright, so check it out. Here it comes. Oh, hold on. No, we got another minute and a half to wait for it to cool. At least. Possibly more time. Possibly another 5. It feels a little, I mean, I don't know how cool this is supposed to get. Hold on. It just says let cool 15 to 20 minutes. It doesn't say like cool to a particular temperature or anything. So 15 minutes will probably be fine. It's nothing to worry about. It's going right back in there anyway. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, that does mean that we're going to wait another 30 seconds or so. But yeah, I remember my biggest culinary defeat was when I made brownies, my triple chocolate brownies that are loved and beloved by all, also known as the Batman brownies, because they're better than the Superman brownies, which were the brownies at Denny's that my college roommates said were so good that they left their parents on Krypton at a young age. That's why they called them the Superman brownies. But these brownies were better, so they were the Batman brownies. Anyway, point is that those got beaten by a brownie recipe that had potato chips and I think peanut butter cups in it, maybe also pretzels. And I'm like, you're cheating. You're just putting weird stuff in the brownies for the sake of it being different. And I can understand, oh yes, having some different textural stuff and saltiness. Okay, sure. But like, it's not, are we really judging the brownie at that point? I don't think we are. Don't fall. Better not fall. Okay. Different recipes. I did a turtle cheesecake. See, that sounds amazing. Sister was boring vanilla and brother did chocolate. Clearly I should have won because creativity. Not only that, I mean turtle, like that's caramel and what is it? What's the freaking word? Toffee? Toffee's the word, right? Like that's right up my alley. That would be amazing. All right, so observe the pour. Oh, so good. Oh, man. Just get that all over there. Oh, yeah. Then scrape the bottom of the bowl. Scrape, 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 scrape. Keep on pouring. Get all the goop into the place. So tasty. Yeah, my original thought was, hey, if I can somehow combine the peanut butter cheesecake that goes with the Reese's one that I made on my first stream and the sugar-free nature of this particular filling and combine them, that would probably be Witti's favorite thing in the world. So I offered to do that, but she was like, no, just make this one because we already know it's good, and then make the peanut butter cups because, you know, she also knew those were good and she likes them, so... Just kind of even that out a little bit, shake it around, and get ready to go. All right, that looks pretty smooth on top. Didn't let it cool enough, so it was liquidy. Ooh, what's this? I'll just move this back over here. What to do? see. I feel like, I could be wrong, but I feel like I left it in for the max time for the cheesecake for sure, because again, did not want to risk under baking it, and it didn't look like it was at risk of over baking at the time. But we'll see. I think it's 35 minutes to start, 35 to 45 minutes. Okay, all right. Turn the light back off because that's just added heat that we don't exactly need. And open you. Stick this in. Don't burn yourself on the rack because that's bad. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Start. All right. Boom. We're golden. Good to go. Gonna rinse this off because we are not stopping. The baking train do not stop. We got more stuff to make, and now's the perfect time to make it. So we are going to rinse this out real fast just so it doesn't get grody. All right. Anti-grodiness measures accomplished. Wait, no, hold on. There we go. Wipe you off a little bit. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do, since we have all this time to do stuff, is we're going to make the peanut butter cups, which will go on top of the cheesecake or just into Witty's mouth once all is said and done. I'll just put this back in here. There we go. Okay, so let me think for a second. So this is going to involve a double boiler several times. I don't have enough bowls for this. So this is typically the bowl that I use for double boilers because it is not enormous. And it fits nicely over. Fits nicely over this guy, which is generally the thing I like to double boil with. But I only have one of these size, so that is going to be a slight problem, maybe sort of. Actually, maybe not. Actually, yeah, probably not. I'll just have to wash this bowl out a bunch of times because another thing about these is that you have to. Oh, geez, do I have room in the freezer? Oh, crap. Hold on. Just realized a potential sticking point in this plan. Let me check the freezer real fast. Okay, we can make this work. We just got to move a couple things around. This freezer, I wouldn't describe it as a disaster area. Like, I feel like that sort of description would be a bit hard. I have no idea. What even is this? What is this and what is it doing here? Oh my God. So here's what we can do. Okay, so that looks like it should be enough room. Okay. Please don't fall. Okay, all right, so. Because, all right, in between each step, we're going to need to freeze the stuff so that it hardens. Yeah, how many does this make? Let's double check. Go around to you, go to the other recipe, because these are two completely different things that normally don't go together, but are going to go together in this case. See, wait, do you have, wait, what? Wait, do you have what I'm the freezer? There's just a lot of stuff in the freezer, let's put it that way. There are a lot of frozen foods in the freezer that are frozen and getting in the way of what I need. Let me check something, because this would probably make the process easier. I am relatively sure this is not going to fit, though. And if it doesn't, then I will come up with another plan. It doesn't! Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's fantastic. That's just what I wanted. Okay, how about... How did I do this last time? What witchcraft did I do last time that allowed this to go in? Pardon me. Sorry for the noise. Will this fit? This might fit. This will fit. Okay. The question is, will it fit all of the cups? Because if it won't, that could also be a problem. Wait, what do you have in the freezer? We just have, like I said, we have a lot of stuff, a whole lot of stuff. We got like bags of frozen French fries. We got bags of frozen like chicken and chicken nuggets. Bags of frozen broccoli and maybe some other vegetables. Okay, yeah, this is perfect. This will be perfect. This will fit in the freezer, and it will hold all of the cups that the peanut butter cups are going to be in. So, all right. So, step number the first. Well, first let me get some water. Start this boiling so that our double boiler can do its thing. Shall we? There we go. Just put you there. All right, that'll be fine. Okay, so we're gonna step 1, melt the chocolate, put the chocolate in. Step 2, make the peanut buttery filling stuff. Put it on top of the chocolate. Step 3, do the chocolate step again, and then, let it freeze finally. So, we are going to need 5 ounces of sugar-free dark sugar. Now, here's the thing. We did not get 10 ounces total of sugar-free dark chocolate. We got 9. So we need 1 more ounce, which is why we still have the baking chocolate out. Even though the recipe specifically says don't use baking chocolate, I feel like if we supplement baking chocolate for what we're missing, not baking chocolate-wise, it will be fine. Probably. And if it's not, oh well. Desperate times call for desperate measures. So we're going to measure out about an ounce of this. So this is, hold on, this is like a quarter. This is an ounce. Actually, you know what? We'll just do that. We'll just cut that part. And that'll be the part that we have. So that's what we do. We'll do half an ounce and then 4.5. And then half an ounce and another 4.5. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, why didn't I think of this earlier? Love it when a plan comes together. Like instantaneously. On the fly. Come on. Move you, scoot you over. And chop you too. Okay. Get you away. Get you away. Bowl. Where's the bowl? Where did I put the bowl? Oh, it's right over here. Okay. Fingers crossed, hopefully you are actually half an ounce. If you're not, then there's something wrong. That's 14 grams right there. That's half an ounce. All right. Your screen froze. You had to log in again. Yeah, that happens. Don't worry. Sometimes it's my screen. Don't feel bad. Oh my god. Bags are the bane of my existence. Don't you have like an easy tear spigot somewhere? No? Okay. Well, that's fine. Let me just unitize. Wait, hold on. This will actually tell me. Right here. And chocolate. 142 grams is what we need. We're going to measure out 142 grams. Tear you open just a little bit more. There we go. These are smaller than I expected, which is actually probably good. It'll help it melt faster. Oh, it's 143, which is not 142. There we go. All right, that's good. All right. Set you here, and then we're going to need some coconut oil. Cocoa nut oil, which is 35 grams of coconut oil. Witti loves this stuff. It's like her favorite oil to do stuff with. I mean, it's all right. I feel like, I don't know, maybe this is just me. I feel like coconut oil has kind of a sweet taste to it. So like, if I'm using it on something that's not supposed to be sweet, I would rather use something like, I don't know, peanut oil. 35, almost there. 30, yeah, 35, perfect, awesome. Okay. Put on a double boiler, stirring frequently until melted. This is another one you can do in the microwave, but I would rather not for this particular thing. Alright, so stir in half the vanilla, which is going to be, once it's melted, of course. It's going to be 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, did I put the vanilla? No, it's still out. Okay. I'm like, did I put it away? Did not put it away. Alright, I'm going to be over here, so if you say things at me, I will not see them for a bit. Let me just crank this up a little bit to make you a little bit warmer. Speed up the melting process once it's over there. Okay. That's boiling. Sure, why not? Simmer that. And then stir. Actually, move these over here. And get myself a spoon to drizzle the stuff. Also grab, where did I put it? I'm just all over the place right now. Okay. We have this so we can grab the bowl so we do not burn our fingies because the bowl is made of metal, which conducts some heat. Believe it or not. And once this is like mostly melted, I'm going to kill the heat. Let it melt just off the residual steam that's rising. I don't know, I've had some bad luck doing double boiler stuff in the past. I think most notably when making the Oreo truffles that I've made in the past. The chocolate has a tendency to seize up and make me very unhappy when that happens. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Let's heat off and just continue to stir till all of it's melted. Yeah, the notion of tempering chocolate, oh my god, it's a nightmare. I think on Gourmet Makes, the sous vide method was the one that she ended up using more often than not, and like, I don't have a sous vide thingy. I'm not sure what else I would even use sous vide stuff for. I know that it's like, oh, you can keep your meat at a consistent temperature for cooking purposes. It's about all I know about it. Okay, so this is, are you fully melted-ish? Sort of, almost, practically? Alright, looks good enough. Just stay there. Rest you here for a second while we get the vanilla in. The vanilla's optional, but I used it last time, and again, it was good last time. So we're gonna do it again. Fourth, right? Fourth teaspoon? Fourth teaspoon, okay. Stir that in. Get back on my hand. Actually realizing that this is going to take a lot longer than it's going to take the cheesecake to finish because again, we do need to wait 10 minutes between layers for these little guys. Alright, so now we're going to very carefully spoon some chocolate. I said carefully. Oh my gosh, am I actually going to need to do this? Okay, very well. Alright, fine. We'll do it this way. We will take you, and actually we could just do this over here. Could just move this back over here to do it in front of you people. And no, we're going to leave that off. Because again, we got to wait 10 minutes. Alright, so we're going to just put some chocolate into here. I feel like 1 spoonful might be enough for each of these. Because it's definitely coating the entire bottom, which coating your bottom is a very important step. It's going to be one of those things that's going to be very difficult to actually show y'all Because if I tilt it, it's just gonna drip chocolate all over the side. So I will either move the camera or let your imaginations be your guide. Such intense focus. Yeah, I think this is going to be just enough. I'm going to make a huge mess all over the pan. As memories of the first time that I made this are starting to come back to me. One thing I remember about these things is that it, I don't know if it's a feature of the coconut oil or the fact that, again, not tempered chocolate. Oh boy. Okay, yeah. So yeah, 1 spoonful is just about enough. Oh boy. Okay, we might need a little bit more. Oh no, are we gonna have like 1 short of a dozen? Oh, that's so sad. Maybe I can help scrape some of the rest of this with the spatula. This is gonna be one really, really pathetic final peanut butter cup. I guess I could maybe scrape some out of the existing ones and try to get an even coat on the bottom. But I don't know if that would work. Might be for the best though. Alright, which one of these looks the fullest? You know what? Hold on. Here's what we'll do. We are going to try this method. It'll be fine. It'll work. Nobody panic. I think this is cool enough for me to hold now. All right, so let's just scrape all... Oh, no, you're solidifying already. Oh, no. Stay liquid for me. Rest you somewhere where you're not going to be... How about here? Here's a good place. Sure, why not? All right, I'll just... Oh yeah, this is better. All right, so this should be enough. If this is not enough, I will be a very sad camper. Come on. Get in there. A little bit more. All right, it'll have to do. Good enough for government work, as I like to say. And it's drip, 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 painful drip. All right, so let me just grab this delicately. So as we can see, ooh, chocolate inside cups that are shaped like hearts. It's Valentine's Day. Ooh, all right, so I'm gonna pop these in the freezer for 10 minutes. Let them harden up. So when that says 7 minutes, we'll go grab them. Now I'll give us 7 minutes to do the other part. Oh no, that's right. I think during this part we can make the peanut butter bit. Clean this out first. But I should have this big boiling right. There we go. Okay. So the peanut butter filling, we will need peanut butter, obviously. More coconut oil. More fake sugar, though not a lot. Like actually a very small amount, all things considered. Peanut flour, which we don't actually have peanut flour. The last time, like, we had the hardest time trying to find this the last time that I made these. So Witti suggested we just get this, which is not peanut flour. It is peanut butter powder. But functionally, it will serve the same purpose, and it seemed to work last time, so who am I to complain? Then more vanilla extract and more salt. And then that's it. That's all the ingredients. That's everything we need. Okay, chocolate 2 teaspoons each. Sure, that's probably 2 teaspoons each. Freeze for 10 minutes. Yep, okay. Meanwhile, for peanut butter layer, heat the peanut butter, coconut oil, double boiler, then stir in the sweetener, the flour, and the vanilla. Okay, so you be quiet. All right. First thing first, measure all the peanut butter. We need 3.5 tablespoons? 3.5 tablespoons? Okay, so 16 times 3.5 is a number of some kind. $56 grams. 56 grams of peanut butter. See here. Sweetener, just sweetener, spoonful too. And I feel like this is probably not going to take that long either. Is it going to be done and just kind of sitting on the thing before it's ready to come out of the freezer? Get in there. I need another spoon to scrape you off. Halfway. $52. 57. It's close enough. It's close. We'll leave it. No, we won't. We can't leave it. You know me. Can't just well enough leave anything alone. There we go. That's better. Leave you two right there. Okay, and then we need how much? How much of this stuff? 2 teaspoons coconut oil. So 10 grams? 10 grams? Since 1 tablespoon is 15, that means that 2 would be, or 2 teaspoons would be 2/3 of that. So close. Oh, no, it is. All I had to do was wait like 5 seconds and it would go up there. All right, so that's all that we need for this, right? And then we need 4 teaspoons of the sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of the peanut flour, and then an 1/8 teaspoon of vanilla extract. That is a small amount of vanilla extract. Okay, we'll just put the not peanut flour and the sugar into this little tiny jig right here. 4 teaspoons, hold on, of sugar, right? So, hold on. Shoop de doop 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 doop. 4 times 4 is 16.8. Let's round that up to 17, shall we? Yeah, let's round it up to 17. It'll be fine. And actually, it is about time for it to come out of the thing. Oh. Timed this better than I expected. Here. Don't make a mess all over the place. 14, 15, 18. Okay. Slightly too much. Still, how is that still 18? That's not how numbers work. That is not how numbers work. Okay, that's better. That is not... There we go. That's 17. And then how much of this powder you bulk up? 1.5 teaspoons. 2 tablespoons is 1 serving. Okay. So hold on. That'd be 8 divided by 3 is 1 teaspoon. Do some math. 8 divided by 3 times, what is it, 2.5 I think it said? 1.5 times 1.54, exactly 4 grams, okay. That was actually way simpler than I thought it was going to be from a numbers perspective. All right, looks good enough. Give it a little stir. Oh yeah. Peanut buttery sugar. A very interesting smell to it. All right. And we got another 2-ish minutes until the other stuff comes out. So we'll just leave it be in there until it's ready to come out. Alright, this is already boiling super hard, so we're going to just turn that off. Grab our mitt. Where'd the other mitt go? Oh, it's right there. And grab this guy. Alright. And then just stir this around. Get it all nice and melty and incorporated. Am I supposed to take this off the heat when I do that? Hold on. Double check the instructions, that would be good. It's interesting because both of these things I've only made once, but this one I made once a while ago. Double boiler, stir it. No, it doesn't say to take off the heat. So, oh yeah, salt, sea salt. We'll need the sea. Where did I put the sea salt? It was literally here a bit ago. Pretty sure about that. All right, just keep stirring this for now. Don't want it to burn. Did I leave it in here? Oh, I did. Crazy me. All right. If there was any doubt that I was getting old, the lack of a memory is a key piece of evidence. Alright, that smells a little toasty, which I guess is a good sign? Maybe? Possibly? Alright. There. 1/8 of a teaspoon. Alright, there you are. That's plenty. And it's a pinch of the salt, right? Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, pinch of the salt. 1 pinch of salt. Let me just get a pinch of salt there. Pinch, boom. There you up. Are you hot? A little hot. You're not too hot. Alright, now we're thickening up a little bit. This is a very small amount of peanut butter. But it should be fine. It should be just fine. Alright, and what do you know? The peanut butter cups in the freezer are more than ready to come out. So, I'm going to take this, move it back over here. Grab these. So now, as you can see, they are solidified. I can actually tip them that way. All right, we're going to get a smaller, well, first off, no, we're going to leave that up. We're going to get a smaller spoon with which to spoon the peanut butter in. I'm pretty sure that calls for a much smaller amount as well. Yeah, a teaspoon of peanut butter, so like half as much, which would make sense as to why it appears that there is half as much peanut butter here as there was chocolate. Stay there for now. All right. Just be very careful and frugal with the peanut butter. Aren't they cute? Yeah, they're adorable. I especially love the heart shapes. The happy little heart shapes. I feel like we need more. Oh, that's okay. That might be too much. Hopefully not. I'm going to want to do this a little bit sparingly up until the point where I have all of them filled, just in case. I seem to remember that there was one critique that Witti had the last time that I made these, but I can't remember what they were. I feel like it might have had something to do with like the layer of thickness on either I think probably the chocolate on the bottom or the sides. Maybe the sides? I mean, there's not much I can do about that because it's all going to be however much is not covered in peanut butter. Because the next chocolate layer fills in the sides. Okay, I'm probably going to be able to put more peanut butter into each of these, which is good. Hello again, Fix. Greetings.
Hello, Sam.
Is there a DoorDash? She can't hear me. It's either that or her mom's back. Probably be my guess. Kidnapping the dog, bringing the dog back. It's a cycle. Yeah, we got a fair amount of peanut butter left here. Which ones look a little bit skimpy? You maybe. And you maybe. And you maybe. And you maybe. Probably. You. And you. Actually, oh, the first one actually looks a little bit skimped out too. When I think about it.
Yeah, I forgot.
All right.
You have Walmart stuff too.
Okay. So now, okay, once again, gonna tilt this so you can see. Look, peanut butter. All inside. So good. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna put this back in the freezer. Okay. Oh my God, almost perfect timing. So we got less than 2 minutes left on the cheesecake. So I should probably set a normal timer here for another 10 minutes. Timer. 10, start. Okay. And then what we have to do is do the chocolate layer again and we'll be golden. Everything will be fine, which means I need to wash this out for a third time. It'd be helpful if I had just more bowls, right? sure stream would say hi back if they could.
They can type it.
Ah, they can. But will they?
I don't know. It's fine if they don't. I'm confused by our grocery order, but I'm very happy because it's free food.
What
so
are you
I can't
confused
really
by?
complain. My mom got us 2 things of hot dogs,
Okay.
but only 1 thing of buns.
Okay.
And then she also got us like super generic sliced American cheese, which I'm not a fan of these, but someone can eat them.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of American cheese all. Sinfinity's mom says hi.
Hello, Infinity's mom. Hello. But it's also free food, so I'm very thankful for free food.
Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Not gonna argue with it.
Take a look at the cheesecake real fast. Do you look? Actually, hold on. Sure. Okay, we'll leave it in.
That looks so smooth
Leave it
on
in for
top.
another 5. What was that?
That looks so smooth and not cracked on top.
Yeah, but we're gonna leave it in a little bit longer, and it might get a little cracked. But I also want to be 100% sure that it's not gonna be underdone.
That's fair.
And I
Underdone is nice.
can't remember 1000% whether or not that's what I did when I made it at Christmas. So we will find out. Okay.
Animals are very loudly leaving the
They sure are. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, for just barely jiggles. Okay, so I'd say that jiggled slightly more than just barely. So I feel confident in my decision to leave it in longer. In the meantime, I'll put the rest of the chocolate into this bowl. Yeah, that's right. I remember the first time that I made these, I had to buy 2 of these guys, even though almost one of them was enough for my purposes. Let's scoot back over to the peanut butter cups. Oh God, stop! Don't do that. Thank you. All right. Yeah, 142. 142 was the number to reach. Take your little chunks, stick them in the bowl. That's 145. But you know what? We're going to go with it. We're going to go with it just to make sure that the amount of... Actually, you know what I'll bet? I'll bet there was a little bit more than we needed of these guys. So we can just put these back in the bag. Or knock them onto the counter. That also works. Okay, so we got this, and we needed how much? 35, that's right. 35 grams. Where'd the... Oh, that's right. That's what I used to stir this with. So where did I put it? Where did it go? Is it here? It's probably here. 90% sure this is a thing. Oh, I gotta rinse you too. I'm gonna need you again. Nine. And 19.
something outside.
Yeah. She has better senses than we do. Many times there are things going on outside that I would never notice, and she's like, what? Either that or she's crazy.
Never impact us.
I haven't-
So her attention to it was meaningless.
I haven't actually verified 1000% if the dog is insane. I would not put it past her, though.
Well, she's still lovely despite her insanity if she is crazy.
Come on, 35. Get there. We need you. There we go. Perfect. Just the amount that we needed. And we've got another time amount waiting for the thing to come out. 4 minutes. Another 4 minutes. I'm gonna wait for the cheesecake. Gonna wait for the cheesecake, and if it looks good to come out, we're gonna set it right here, and we're gonna melt this then, and then we'll take those out, and everything will be great. Okay. The light on. Still doesn't look cracked or anything, so that's good. It's a good sign. It's actually one of the things that I remember being pleased about the first time that I made it. It was like, oh, this didn't crack. Hallelujah.
Yay.
I mean, there's always the possibility it'll crack while it's cooling, but speaking of which, I assume this is going to cool for an hour and then go in the fridge. Oh, it just says let cool. Okay. Awesome. I assume that means for an hour. Most cheesecakes cool for an hour. Okay, so this, actually, I don't know, man. Still more than a slight jiggle. Okay. Now I do recall saying that I was pretty sure that I left it in for the max time the first time I made it, so I'm gonna leave it in for the next time again. Because it is still super jiggly, yo. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna start you boiling / simmering before I put you on there. And this is needing another 1/4 teaspoon, is that not correct? That is correct, okay. And we're gonna take you to, stick you there. In the meantime, might as well, that's gonna go off, I'm realizing now. Once the timer goes off, I wonder, it'll probably be fine, right? Nah, it's not gonna be fine. I better not risk it. Don't do too many things at once. Ginhee, hello Ginhee. That's a Bubble Bobble. Hello Bubble Bobble Ginhee, how are you doing? How's your Friday? Happy Friday. You're just in time to almost see the cheesecake come out and almost see the finished peanut butter cups. Well, I say finished. Once I cover them in chocolate, they need to sit in the freezer for a little bit more time, but more or less finished, let's say. You good? Happy Friday? Yes, happy Friday to you too. Now I got how much? 1, 2, I got another 2 and a very small amount of extra chocolate. Actually, I don't, because I'm going to use some of this for the chocolate sauce later. Again, not doing that this stream. Probably do it sometime tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Probably tonight. Well, if it only needs to wait for 3 hours, I guess more like 4. So it's 4. Probably be around 8 o'clock at night that this will be edible. Which technically, since this is a Valentine's Day present anyway, like there's no reason that she should be eating it today to begin with. But I would let her if it was done, because that's how I roll. You enjoy these things? These things as in these streams of the baking, of the deliciousness? I sure do hope so. I enjoy you being here. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine, chocolate. Just start putting some of this stuff away since I do not need it anymore. Me and my almost empty container of cocoa. And my fairly full container of Swerve. Oh, Caitlin likes the cookie. 10 out of 10. Excellent. Glad to hear that. That makes me happy. You enjoy seeing me? Oh, my mom enjoys seeing me. Oh. I love you, Mom. I miss you. I want this frickin' vaccine stuff to go through so I can actually go back home and visit sometime. Wouldn't that be nice? That would be pretty frickin' swell if you ask me. Shoo-doo-bow-bow. Yes, Mom, Ginhi, Mom. Y'all have never met in person. I don't think you've ever actually talked in person. Or not in person, even. Oh, no, did I get powdered sugar, not sugar, all over the frickin' mouse? The beautiful mouse that Ginhi got me for my birthday? Maybe not all over, just partially over. It's fine. You know, this thing's gonna get all knackered anyway, considering it's in a kitchen 90% of the time. Oh, you love me and miss me too? Well, good. That's what I like to hear. All right, less than a minute left on the cheesecake, and then it's coming out, and nothing can stop it. Oh, I still got the light on. That's not what we want. Why did I turn it off right before I looked inside it? My dingus? Okay, good news, it is still not cracked yet. Yet being the operative word. Yes, I had a whole lot of thoughts just bouncing back and forth. I'm very glad that Caitlin liked the cookie. Once again, that is the way the cookie is supposed to taste. Okay, water is boiling. Chocolate is ready to get meltified. 15 seconds on the clock. Can't even remember how much time. I think it's supposed to be half an hour for the, 20 to 30 minutes for the peanut butter cups. All right. Let's take you out. All right, so the good news is it appears to not be cracked. There do appear to be some bubbles forming on its surface. I am not going to tilt this because that could be a disaster. But as you can see, look at that. It's a cheesecake with no sugar. Jessica said you sent her cookies. I haven't gotten mine yet. Well, that's because you didn't ask for any. And I had a very limited amount to send. And I figure that since you're the originator of the recipe, you would probably be the most capable one to make them. All things considered. Let me turn that off. But if we would like, I can make and send you cookies some point in time. Can have another cookie making stream. I don't know if I need to do any more experiments, because they turned out pretty alright. I think modifying the recipe for high altitudes really just did the trick, and anything else that I could do to it would be like superfluous. Sin, you always send your mom cookies up. Say, now, is that a suggestion or is that a command? Because I have no problem with doing it. It's just, again, here's what I need to do. I need to just, the other thing too, it costs like $10 per person to send these things out. And just like I'm not made of ingredients, I'm not made of shipping. So once again, once I have enough money coming in to like just send things out willy-nilly, I will definitely send things out willy-nilly. Now is not that time yet. We can only hope that someday that time will be upon us. But if you insist, next time I will send your cookies to Mom instead. I think it is very, very big of you to volunteer that your cookies be sent to Mom. There we go. We'll put that on there for now. At least until it's melted. Okay, so it's 4 o'clock right now. That means at 5 o'clock we'll put that into the fridge for 3 hours. And then in 3 hours it'll be done. Photos will be taken, shared to various Discords. I still need to make my Discord so that people can like actually see where all the stuff is in one nice localized spot. But we will cross that bridge later. I think one of the problems is that I just forget to do it. Like it's like, oh, this is a thing that I should probably do. ... I think a better question, Mom, is why didn't Jess share any with you, huh? Why didn't that happen? I think if anyone, you should blame her. all melted? We're just about all melted. We're like 90, 95% melted there. There we go. Okay, that's good. Then we need another 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. And then that's all we need for the vanilla. No more vanilla today. Get in there. Get in there. Stir. Excellent. All right. Put the cap back on you. Put you back here where you belong. Put you here too. Put this over here and then grab peanut buttery bits from the thing. See, look at that. Oh man, they've got peanut butter. So great. We're going to move the cheesecake out of the way because it is in the way right now. More things are said. A little of both. I'll pay for cookies. I would appreciate that. That would be great. You never see Jess. Hey Jess, if you are watching right now or watching in the future, you should say hi and see Mom more often. That'd be pretty cool and great of you. Says me, your big little brother. I realize it's difficult for me to, pass any kind of judgment. And granted, people shouldn't pass judgment on people to begin with. But I feel like if I were back home, I would, maybe try to set aside time to see my mom because I love her. Just, just a thought. I feel like that's not too much to ask for the woman who raised you. Get nice and coated. I remember last time that I made these too, another thing about them is that they have a noticeable hump in the middle, let's say, because the mound of peanut butter kind of sticks up. What, does this need more? This might need a little bit more. Shading your sisters. Oh, I'll shade them. I'll shade every one of them. Which one of them do you see the most, Mom? I agree, but she's busy. Busy my butt. What's she doing? Working? I mean, she probably is. She works. I mean, she's got one of those things that most people have called a job. So there's that. Still, though, I mean, how hard is it to be like, all right, once a month, I'm going to set aside an afternoon, an evening, a day, to just hang out with Mom and be like, hey, Mom, how's it going? I know people here who are busy and have jobs and stuff. Then again, I also live in Mormon country where, family is a humongous thing. But, every single week they'll hang out. Or at least they did back before the pandemic, am I right? But, every single week. It'd be a Sunday thing. Guinea, I'm pretty sure that you've mentioned, I don't know if it's a thing, again, pandemic, but didn't you used to have a Sunday thing where you and family people would get together and make Italian food and eat it and stuff, and it was a big thing? I'm pretty sure that was something that I remember being told of on occasion. Okay, we're gonna put a little bit more in each of these. Not too much. I think this was the problem. I think maybe the top was the bit that had too much chocolate. So I'm going to try not to put too much chocolate. But we are going to try to use up the chocolate, because why wouldn't we? If you have chocolate, put it somewhere where it will go into someone's mouth at some point in time. That's my motto. It's a very, very specific and strange motto to have, but I stand by it. And then for the very last one, we are going to do the spatula technique again. I see Jennifer the most, but hardly see her either. Yes, oh you again, he. I'm talking about you. You with the family and the times and the food and the fun, the familyness. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Excellent. So let me just scoot this over. Okay, cheesecake. Good news. Whoa. Oh, you bet. Oh, if you're gonna crack, I'm gonna be mad. Be a little bit choto mad. This. Choto mad. All right. So, as you can see, the peanut butter has disappeared. Now it's just chocolate. Let me quick try to recenter you just a little bit. There we go. Okay. Gonna jiggle this a little to try to make the various chocolatey bits more even on top. Stick it back inside the freezer. All right. And that is how you make keto brownie cheesecake and peanut butter cups. So yeah, that was fun and exciting. How'd y'all like that? I am still very hungry right now. I have not actually eaten yet today. Fasting window closed at like 2:15, 2:12, something like that. So that would normally be when I eat. Yeah, I was busy hanging out with all of you guys. So now that that's done, maybe I will eat something. Since, I mean, at this point, all there is to do is like, I mean, I get feasibly, if anyone cares/wants to, we could wait the 20 minutes for them to come out of the freezer so you can see them in all their finished glory. I could even pop one out of the little mold and you can see it. But aside from that, that's basically all the things that we had planned in store for today. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are. If we have votes, yay, yes, I would love to see the finished thing 20 minutes from now, then we'll do that. If not, then maybe we'll check and see who's doing stuff to rate or something. Nobody that I follow is streaming right now. Boo, hiss, grr. Do a little searchy majig in the food and drink. It's a little risky. Rating people that you're unfamiliar with, because you never know what they might do or say. But I am actually glad that I got some people to say happy birthday to that individual that had us raid on Tuesday. You may have suggestions. Oh yeah, you follow more people than I do. So yeah, if you have suggestions, then that would be perfectly fine and great. Lay them on me. Perhaps I will start following them too. I would like to see the finished product. Okay, we can do that. What should we do in the meantime? We have a whole 19 minutes to kill-ish? Something like that? I think, yeah, 4:30 is probably, like, I don't remember the exact time that I shoved them in there, but it said 20 to 30 minutes, and, let's see, Palsh109 is a cool dude. Okay. All right, well, if Palsh109 is still streaming in 19 minutes, then we'll do that. But in the meantime, oh yeah, it's starting to crack. Oh, that's so sad. But I mean, you hot still? Oh yeah, you're a little bit hot, just a little bit warm. I'm gonna put this in the thing. Whoa, okay, that's fine. Don't worry about that. Do just a little bit more cleanup, just a little. What is this individual? Well, I could look him up. I don't need you to tell me. I can search my own damn self. Let's do a little searchy search for this name that you said. PALSH109 is live doing art stuff. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Art's fun. Keep on telling Witti that if she resumes doing art stuff, that would be amazing and great, and I would like it a lot. Hopefully that will happen sometime in the future. But Witti's going to be busier in the coming soon times because of doing more part-timey work and making the muns. In fact, that is the entire reason that she is not here right now / in the chat doing mod stuff, is because she is off being a responsible human being and contributing to larger society that way. So, yes, yay, work. That, part of me thinks like, oh, I could just start the streams later in the day, and then that way more people might be available. Like, there's people like, oh, I can watch during my lunch break, which is cool, but like lunch breaks don't last forever, so then they have to miss out on such great, amazing content like this right here. But yeah. But I also like the idea of doing things earlier. I like to get the things that I want to get out of the way earlier in the day as opposed to later, and then have my evenings free. I think it's partially because like most of my creative juices exist earlier in the day rather than later, for starters. But also just leaving things until later, I feel as though like it makes me feel crunched for time, like I might run out of time before I actually get everything done. So the sooner I get stuff out of the way, the better. This is one of the reasons I have my to-do lists, where I to do them before I do other things I would like to do that I don't need to do. As though there's many things that I need to do right now to begin with. Which, to be honest, there's not. Some of us don't do later. Like, as in some of us don't end up doing things later that we should have done earlier. Or early. Wait. Oh, some of us don't do early. Like, you don't wake up early. There's also that. And also you live in the past by 1 hour. So, like, it's not as late. Though, I mean, waking up at 1 o'clock, whilst I have done that, I hate when I wake up late. Oh my gosh. If I wake up after noon, I feel like I've literally wasted my whole day. Like, I know there's some people who are like, oh, you're crazy. You wake up at 7 o'clock all the time. And I'm like, typically, I've been doing a really bad job of that on the weekends. But yeah, if I don't wake up early, then my day's gone. All the stuff I want to get done, I can't get done. And then it's like, well, just take a mulligan on the day, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. As much as I like to try to do time management, I guess I could still benefit from being a little bit better at that. So, but yeah, I guess I am fortunate in the sense that I don't have a whole lot of things that's like, if you do not do this, then you will starve. So, I consider myself blessed in that regard. So, Ginhee, question for you as someone who knows things and does stuff. Wait, 7 o'clock is the middle of the night? What? No, it's not. 7 o'clock is early evening. What? Do you mean 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock's closer to the middle of the night. 7 o'clock is definitely not night. I barely consider 7 o'clock nighttime, personally. Might as well take this off. I think I'll actually take off this sweatshirt, too, because now I am warm because the oven's been on for a while. Just strip real quick, off stream. Don't mind me. Here we go. Here you can see my beautiful, wonderful, friggin' almost looks like Majora's Mask, but is actually not. Majora's Mask Mega Man X GDQ shirt. Yeah. Yeah. What does that face mean? What does it mean? You are primarily nocturnal? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who are. Like, I could easily be nocturnal. I had this discussion with Ginhee a couple days ago, maybe like a week ago, or something like that, about like how... So Ginhee's really good at surviving on low amounts of sleep compared to me. And like, I'm able to stay up until like 6 or 7 in the morning pretty easily, but then I crash, and again, like I said, I waste the whole day. Going to sleep just when I'm tired isn't really a thing for me because I might be a little sleepy, but I'm usually not tired enough to stop doing what I'm doing, especially if it's something that I really want to be doing, like playing a video game. More than once, I've been playing a Persona game into the wee hours of the morning because I was this close to finishing it. I wanted to just finish it. It was so close, except they always last longer than you think they're going to last. So that ended up lasting till like 7 o'clock, and then I just fell asleep until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that. It was bad. It's pretty bad. It's not great. Don't recommend it. So yeah, that's why I impose a bedtime on myself, because if I don't, bad things happen to me. I've tried, and like I'll try to, like sometimes I'll try to function on 4 hours of sleep if I go to sleep way too late for my own good. While saying, oh, nice, you can't sleep if you get too into something. See, that's the thing. I can sleep. I can. I just like I don't want to. You know, it's like if I'm not too tired to keep going. If I'm too tired to keep going, then I'll stop. But that generally doesn't happen. The weird thing is that I feel like that happens to me more often during the day, like broad daylight. I'll get this wave of sleepiness that'll pass over me, and then I'll fall asleep at my desk while like watching something or playing something. Every now and then, like there have definitely been times I've been playing a video game and I've like passed out in the middle of playing that game, but that doesn't seem to happen to me late at night nearly as much. I mean, it doesn't seem to happen to me during the day all that often necessarily either, unless my sleep schedule's just off kilter, which happens. But yeah, late night gaming is easy, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Unless I'm doing a 24-hour stream and it's 2 a.m. and I start to drag. Oh yeah, no, I have no ability to turn off. Wait, no. Say what now? No ability to turn off your what now? Have to be completely exhausted to sleep. Ah, I see. See, this is something that I actually appreciate, or at least used to appreciate about my time in the military, is that I gained an ability to force myself to go to sleep pretty quick. Like you can fall asleep whenever. Yeah, high five for falling asleep whenever, people. I wish I could still do that. Sadly, I can't. But yeah, freaking, I used to be able to just fall asleep at the drop of the hat because when I was in the military, we had times we needed to wake up, like without fail. You could not sleep in. Bad things would happen to you if you did. So it was lights out, fall asleep now. Noisy trumpet, wake up now. So for a long time, I was able to do that. It's only been like the last couple of years, I think, that I've had trouble falling asleep from time to time. Like it's almost like a restless leg thing, but not exactly a restless leg thing. It's hard to describe. I haven't quite identified what it is. I don't know when and if I'll ever get another sleep study in order to answer it. But anyway, I had a thing I was going to ask, like maybe 5 minutes ago. Ginhi, channel points, what are they and how do they work? I don't know, because like on my thing, I see the thing and it's got like a little infinity symbol, but I don't know if that means that people are generating them now, and if so, if I should like set up things that they can redeem them on that they would care about, and if so, what sort of things would be good for that. I have no idea. Who knows? You might. You've done this longer than I have. I like your big Stronk points reward that I could probably afford 1 or 2 times, but I'm just still banking up stuff for a rainy day. See, turn off equals I have no ability to just stop doing something that I'm really into and then sleep. Ah, so like you get very singularly focused. Okay, cool. People in them by watching. Well, I know how they work. I'm asking, like, for my channel right now, like, is that a thing that just happens once you hit affiliate? Yeah, there are suggestions in your channel. Okay. I should probably edit them because not all of them are, like, necessarily relevant. The posture check might be. Actually, I'm going to just stand up and just have some good posture, but, like, I like having my face beyond the base. I could actually probably change those around. But also, I don't know, I just generally like more of me here. Like, this angle is not the most flattering angle, I feel. There's so much more interesting stuff on this camera. So, but yeah, hydrating would be a good one for people to spend money on because I am terrible about staying hydrated. Not just when streaming, just in general, throughout the day. So, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's got to be some pretty good juicy ones. Especially, like, I feel like I could incorporate them into some sort of, like, if I had, like, a ridiculously high number of channel points, just like, send cookies to me, please. Like, that could be cool. Like, I don't know how many points that would be, like 100,000 points or something. I don't know. What's reasonable, what's not. Like, somebody that I've been watching for a while, I still have less than 20,000 points on their channel. I think I've got over 60,000 on yours, but I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to double check. It's been a while. It's been a while since you streamed, so I need to stream again so I can A, host you, and B, watch your stuff and be amused by your entertaining presence. Yeah, I'll figure stuff out. I'll ask. That'll be one of the useful things of having a Discord. Be like, hey, tell me what things you would like to spend channel points on, so on, so forth, etc. That freaking gnome, man. Oh god, I sure hope it's not my turn to write now. Let's check this real quick. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not, thank goodness. Hallelujah. Do not want it to be my turn yet. I mean, I'm busy anyway. I clearly can't go off and fulfill any sort of creative writing responsibilities when I have people to entertain. What should we have for dinner? I mean, that completely depends on your options. Are you talking about what should we make for dinner? What should we order for dinner? Like, where should we go out to eat? Because you know me, friendlies and tullies are always probably the main things that I would say. Oh my gosh, that frickin' the wings and the ranch tasted so much like the super melt. I'm gonna have to do that again because like the taste memory, it's like scent memory except in your mouth on your tongue. It was just like, oh yes, this is what it is. Like first I didn't recognize it. I was like, this is very familiar and very tasty. And then I realized, oh, it's the same flavor that I get when I bite into that sandwich with the honey barbecue and the ranch on it. So good, so amazing. Creative writing, good. Yeah, I mean, I love writing. It's hard sometimes to stay motivated on one story, which is why I've only finished 3 drafts so far in the last 10 years, but I do still enjoy writing. People will bring us food. Gotcha. We do not eat out because of, we also don't eat out, but in terms of like still having someone else make your food and then eat it as opposed to making it yourself. Yeah, my vote would probably be friendlies and tullies in that order, or Nurcheese with their delicious speedy pizza of the honey mustard. What are these points? So those are those. Okay, so these points, if I don't know, I think you can see them on mobile. There should be a little icon which I haven't actually. Where do you customize that icon? I'm gonna have to look for that. But yeah, so there's a little icon right now. It should be like a little purple circle. And there should be a number next to it. The number goes up, or at least it should go up as you watch. I know that it's pretty glitchy for me for certain people's channels whenever I'm watching them. But the number should go up over time, and then as you amass them, you can click on, or I guess tap on, since you're on your phone. I presume you're on your phone. You could be watching on your laptop, but I think you're on your phone probably. But you can tap it, click it, and it'll be like, hey, what would you like to spend your points on? And then you can spend it on various things that streamers will then do. It's a bubble. That's a bubble? I guess I could see that. Huh. Bubble is not the first thing that would have come to mind. I would have, like, my brain went to either bowling ball or, like, crystal ball. It's a ball shape. Bubbles tend to also be ball shape. I guess that's true. Don't judge me. But yeah, I always like when I see creative... Oh, God. Oh, that hurts. Okay, creative suggestions. Or, yes, orb. Oh, man. Best meme, am I right? Let's see. Orb, honk, wah. Haiku's probably my favorite. Judgment. Who's judging and why? Who's being judgy? This is a judgment-free zone, unless I'm telling my sisters to see my mom more, in which case it is a very harsh judgment zone. Because she should be seen. Actually... So when I take these things out, I will probably want to put them into a container. Let me double check the thing. La 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 la. You said don't ju- Oh, yeah. See, like I said, judgment-free zone. Don't judge. No judging. You hear me? You hear? No judging. Don't you judge now. You better not judge. Okay, let me reopen this thing. Okay, so 20 to 30 minutes until completely firm. Store in the refrigerator. We're gonna. Okay, yeah, we'll have it be 20. It'll be fine. JK. So I did. So are you one of those people that does the thing that you're not supposed to do just out of being contrary? Like there was a. My brain's going back to. Oh God, this was so many years ago. There's a YouTube video by Proton John, most famously known for I think the Kaizo Mario World videos that he did.
where he went literally insane trying to beat one of the levels and then realized he had to beat it again because of the Kaiser Trap. Good times. But he did a bunch of things on something called Knit Stories, which I played and was fun. It was a platformery, Metroidvania sort of thing that was easy to make, well, I don't know about easy, but possible to make custom levels / games for. And there was one called Don't Eat the Mushrooms. And there was a mushroom there. And he's like, I'm going to do what the game says. And he did that. And he got an alternate ending for obeying it. And it was hilarious. But the actual thing, if you ate the mushroom, took you on this wonderful drug-fueled adventure where the main character tripped out super hard. And it was fun to look at. Plus, What Is Love was playing in the background the whole time. Okay, so we are at 4:29. I think we should, let's do it. Let's take them out. Let's take them out now. Executive decision has been made. Oh, these look good. Okay, which one of these looks nice? Because some of these do look a little bit jank, not gonna lie. Some of these are jank, not all of them are jank, just a few. Let me get... This should be big enough to hold all of them. Maybe. Why is this wet? That's not a good sign. Were you recently cleaned? Just come out of the dishwasher earlier this morning, not fully dried. No one to blame but myself because I'm the one who always empties the dishwasher. Okay, so. Actually, you know what else we're going to do? We are going to get our hands real cold so that these don't melt on us quite as easily. Woo! Oh, yeah. Feel that nerve-numbing goodness. All right. Same thing that I did when I made the pie dough. Although, again, next time I make pie dough, doing it differently, I think I am going to use the KitchenAid as opposed to do it by hand because you can do that. That's a thing you can do. Let me just... Don't break. Do not break. Here we go. Alright, so this is what the finished peanut butter cups look like. As you can see, they have the happy little ridge around the center, and they are shaped like hearts, and they have 0 sugar inside them. Aha. How do you like that? So yeah, we're just going to pop all of these out of their little prisons real quick. I don't know how many of these will fit on top of the cheesecake. Oh God. Oh, please don't break. Be gentle with these, Sin. Be gentle. Right? Aren't they adorable? I love these. And they're not that hard to make, all things considered. See, this one's a little bit crocus. It's got a hump, but it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. No. Every single one is a special little creation. That's what I say. Every peanut butter cup is unique, just like all of you. And everyone is delicious. Probably also just like all of you. I don't know if that's a kosher thing to say. So we're going to retract that. I wonder if it would be a better idea to just leave these in the freezer entirely. Probably not. Though I might leave them in there for like another 10 minutes. Just to get that full half hour that it talked about. And then put them into the fridge. Then I can also put these little suckers into that bowl that is soaking everything right now to get them slightly start to get clean. Yeah, you can kind of see the peanut butter on the sides a little bit. I think this isn't necessarily because it... Oh yeah, it's a little thick. Oh my God, look at this. Look at the difference in thickness between the two sides. Whoops! Oh well. It'll still be delicious. But yeah, some of this might be because of the... Yeah, like this one here is definitely because it didn't seal enough. But some of them I think it's just because we got some peanut butter stuck on the outsides
Like when we did the peanut butter layer, some of it stuck to the sides of the cups. All right, so we're gonna Tupperware that, stick that back into the freezer for a little bit, and then that's that. Yeah, there's the. Can I touch this? I can touch this. Okay, so there's the tiniest crack. The tiniest. I don't know if you can see this. The tiniest crack starting to form. Oh, it makes me so angry. But it's fine.
We'll just make the chocolate sauce, which is fairly simple. It's just more dark chocolate, or rather unsweetened chocolate, some cream, and a little bit more swerve, something like that. Mix it together, and then we'll just drizzle it on top, and no one will know. We'll do that before we put on the peanut butter cups, so that they'll like adhere slightly, probably, maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed. Yeah, because the original cheesecake is like, oh, cut the things in half and then stick them on top. That's probably not gonna work. They're heart-shaped, right? They're not gonna, like, do you cut them so you have half a heart just sticking up? And then it's just like a weird, not quite circle. Like, just, I think I'm just gonna leave them as full cup things and just arrange them around the top. That probably would work better. So, yeah. That's that. Those are the things. That's the finished product. You will not, not gonna wait the whole 4 hours for the cheesecake to be done and then decorated entirely, because that's too much. That's too much right now. Ain't nobody got time for that. Wipe off of the hands. Okay. Okay, Ginny, I'm going to check and see whether or not this person that you mentioned is still streaming, and if they are, then rating will take place. And if they're not, then I don't know. We'll have to make a decision. Okay, it looks like that's a yes. So, let me go into chat. PALSH 109. Okay. Nope, that's wrong. Okay. Go to my thing, go to my channel, go to not clips, go to chat. Thank you. There we go. Text you the finished product? Okay, I can do that. Since I don't have the Discord, even if I did have Discord, let's be honest, you probably would not make a Discord just so you could be part of the Discord. Snap my fingers. Yeah, okay, so once again, sometime early next week, maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday, we're going to make the peach pie. On Friday, I want to make the monster cake. And then the following Tuesday, we're going to try to make Le Blanc curry. Oh, thank you for joining the stream. I do this so that, you know, people can hang out and have fun and be happy people. So thank you. Without viewers, the stream is nothing. Let me put it that way. You guys are the stream. I'm just the one who bakes things. So that's my perspective on it. So all right, let's go to /host. PALSH, pal, I think. Let me scroll this up so I can actually remember. You could probably retype it into the chat, but no need. I'll just, there we go. PALSH 109. Bam. Okay. So yeah, again, thank you all for joining me on this baking adventure. I'm actually it's kind of nice that the present for Witti was made entirely without her getting to see any of the part of the process. So I mean, she knows it's coming, but like it's more of a surprise that way. But yeah, thank you for joining. I hope you all have great, amazing food until we meet again. And I love all of you and your faces. So let's just click that there. Is it doing it? Now hosting. It says now hosting. Oh, I should have probably typed it into the thing. Can you still see me? Am I still here? Am I a crazy man? Let's just stop streaming. That'll do it. Boop.